Hey guys, what's up? Zombie here, and welcome to Zombies Lair. This is episode 2 of the podcast. And for those of you watching on YouTube, after you're done watching it, go ahead and press like, subscribe, all that stuff. If you're watching it on iTunes or SoundCloud, go ahead and leave me a little rating also. After you're done listening, and now we're going to jump into this. Today I actually have my whole thing on here, 'cause I'm trying my whole outline on here. I'm going to try. But I have to try a different main topic because that one was just shit. I actually recorded this entire episode before. I recorded this entire episode yesterday, but the audio didn't come out right. I wasn't happy with it. It didn't sound good. For some reason, one of my apps had upped my mic volume up to 100, and I was like, oh, and the whole thing was clipping. I mean, it just sounded like complete and utter crap. No. Oh, and today I'm doing better than I was when I recorded it yesterday. I guess I have cough drops this time. My throat's not dry. Yeah, I just wasn't happy with it yesterday. But today should not be an issue. I have a better plan. Everything is going to be better. So, yeah, without further ado, we are going to jump further into this. And I also brought my harmonica, trying to do a little intro song for you guys every time. So, yeah, let's start off. Okay, so for those of you watching, was it iTunes? No, I did not. I'm not pre-recording anything, or I'm not gonna edit out anything. You can probably see that if you're watching on YouTube. I'm not gonna be doing jump cuts and all that stuff. It's just gonna be me sitting here for half an hour, literally talking about all this geek stuff. If you've heard the first episode, you've probably heard basically how I do it. So basically, what I'm doing today, I've actually been doing pretty good. I'm doing a lot better than I was last time. Last time I did this, I was actually pretty sick. Didn't feel good. Yeah, I was feeling like bad cold, sore throat, all that stuff. It's all gone. Now it's just allergies because I'm allergic to everything. Yay! Now that everything's getting better. Um, been doing big diet. If you didn't hear last time, let's give you a little update. Yesterday, I actually got down to 224.8 pounds. When I started my diet in March, I was 254, which means I've lost like 29.2 pounds. And that's not too bad. Yeah, I've lost 29.2 pounds in this whole diet so far, and about 4.25 inches off of my waist, so I'm very happy about that. And I've also been selling some stuff to get better audio equipment. That was a very big part of this whole week. I managed to sell my 100-watt bass amp. I had a Crate BFX 100 in the closet there. And I have kids. I don't have time anymore. I have 2 kids. Wonderful little things. Today is, you're hearing this tomorrow, but today is one of their birthday. Yeah, so I'm just excited. I had to sell that and sold some other stuff, so I had to get her presents. I was also able to get a better audio interface because I really need better audio. I don't like it when there's a buzz. I don't like anything like that. So I ordered it's a Behringer UMC 22, UMC 202 HD. It's a $60 one that Behringer offers, and it can record in 24-bit audio at 192 kilohertz. And it's supposed to be a really good one because it has the new Midas pickups. I've heard it. Sounds wonderful. Like it, so I ordered it. Very excited for that. Because right now I'm plugging you can't see it if you're listening, but what I'm talking into right now is a newer NW700. And that's plugged into a phantom power supply. And that's plugged into the USB sound card that came with my Logitech G430 headphones. And that's not the best chain of events to have going on to get your audio. No. Yeah, basically that's the way I have it set up, and that's how I've been doing it for several months. But I'm not happy with it. I want it to sound better. I want to have good, clear, crisp quality for you guys. Actually, my big inspiration for that, and for wanting to improve my quality, is definitely Bandrew from Podcastage, or the Bandrew Says Podcast. He is awesome, by the way. Best mic reviews you'll ever see. Seriously, type in any microphone, he's the first result. But yeah, he's been kind of my inspiration on wanting to improve. Because he really never stops trying to get his channel better. He even said that he's never happy with the quality of his videos, and he always wants them to be that extra little bit. So I'm going to try and do better, because that was just very inspiring. I like that. It's not about me and convenience. It's about giving you something better. And I want to try and do that for you guys. So that's something I'm going to be doing over the next several months. I'm going to be improving things. When I can, I'm going to try and get some more acoustic foam. Pad the front wall right here more. Pad behind me more. Yeah. I'm going to get some blackout curtains so that the window's taken care of. So hopefully you won't hear as bad audio. I am going to work on that. It's a big part of my project. There's a lot of things that I'm going to try and do. I'm also going to try and hopefully get a dynamic microphone that's a good one, you know? Well, actually I haven't figured out which one yet. I'm still going through that. But right now, anything would probably be better than this extreme budget one. But this is a condenser microphone, and it picks up everything. Every freaking sound in the house. If someone's talking downstairs, I have to get up at 4:20 in the morning to record. Because if anyone's talking downstairs, this picks it up. Seriously. This microphone picks up everything. And no. I mean, there's only so much you could take out in post-processing. You have to get decent audio when you first record. Otherwise, the whole thing is just trash. It's ridiculous. Okay, so we're moving on to the next part. Oh, a big part of family news, actually. This is something I was really excited about. My sister's fiance is actually coming over to America, finally. She's been dating a guy in India, and it's like, first they rejected it, and they're like, oh no, it's probably not a real relationship. And the dude that was doing the interview was actually like very racist. All the things he was saying to like the family, he called their family, was saying like, oh, why are you letting your son leave the country and go marry this foreign girl? And when we heard that, we're like, what the hell? Because over here, that can't happen. But I don't know the culture there. I don't know a lot from how the government or the people are over there, I guess. So maybe it's not as shocking. He seemed pretty shocked, though. But yeah, finally, we all wrote letters. He printed out like 2,000 pages of conversation, literally 2,000 pages. He had to go get it done in a shop. So we did that, and they finally approved it, and he's coming over. So we're very happy. Very happy for my sister, for them. Yeah. Okay, guys, we're moving into the actual topics, the meat of the whole podcast. Okay, first, and let's see. I'm reading through this at the same time. My eyes are not what they used to be. I need glasses. My goodness. Can't see anything. Okay, actually, I want to talk to you guys a bit about recording programs or editing programs and such. Now, for video editing, there's something that I've noticed. Not many people know what they're doing when it comes to what program they should use. Personally, me, I use Sony Vegas 14. I love it. It does everything I need it to do. Some people are like, oh no, that one's terrible, or that one's not good in this, not good in that. For my uses, it's pretty good, and it does what I need it to. That's what matters most in any kind of editing software. If it meets your needs to get you the best quality that sounds best to you, then it's good. But when I started out when I just didn't like Windows Movie Maker anymore because it sucks, I'd have to go for Video Meld. If you are just starting out, wow, you probably actually heard that. That was my stomach. I do intermittent fasting. I'll get back to that later, I guess, if you want to know what that is, but my whole stomach just growled for like 4 seconds. I hope that didn't come out on camera. Oh. But yeah, Video Meld is basically video editing software that only requires $20 a year to maintain the license. You can do video overlays. You can edit several layers of audio and video in tracks, and it outputs to decent quality and file size, and it's a good program all around. I mean, I never had any issues with it. It just didn't do as much as I wanted it to when I tried to improve. So you guys can check that one out. If you like, I can include a link in the description below for you to check it. It was a good little program. If you're getting started out, it's worth checking out overall. Okay, I also have some multimedia news for you guys again today. Some movie news. You know Sonic the Hedgehog? Apparently, with Sony, he's getting a new movie, a very high budget movie, and now it has it has one of the developers signed on already. The director from Deadpool, Tim Miller. He's signed on for the movie, for the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie. It's supposed to be a live action movie, and I'm not sure how it's going to go. But he worked on Deadpool. I mean, that's like one of my favorite movies of all time now. I've seen that movie so many times. I mean, it rivals Shaun of the Dead now. I mean, I've seen it that many times. That's a movie I saw 7 times in theater. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was the oldest one of my friends back then when Shaun of the Dead came out. All my friends would just go with me because I was the one that was old enough to go get all the tickets. Then we would just sneak them all in. We'd go watch our movie. It was fantastic. But yeah, we watched that a lot. I love Deadpool, and if he's involved in the project, then I'm pretty confident it's going to be good. Is there a lag? Nope, no lag. Okay. I was just watching the video. Okay, moving on. Last week I gave a recommendation for an anime, Beck. This week I also want to give another recommendation. I think you guys will like this one, Escaflowne. Now it's a action, mech, samurai, and slice of life, school romance. It's a little bit of everything. There's action. There's a little bit of everything in this whole thing. I mean, it's a really good anime about a girl who gets... Wow, my stomach is crazy. Wow, it's about a high school girl that gets transported to an alternate world. And she is pretty much clueless as to what the crap is going on. Oh, and there's cat girls. So those of you who like cat girls, there's that too. She has no idea what's going on. There's giant robots that are fighting each other. There's people still suited up like, what was it, 18th century Japan. And this chaos ensues, pretty much. It's a 26 episode series. And it's basically the show that got me hardcore into anime. Dragon Ball Z got me into anime, but this really helped me delve deep into the wider world of anime. And it was fantastic. Just a little disclaimer for you guys, if any of you are more sensitive to any... Wow, excuse me. If any of you are more sensitive to when they use anything related to the occult in a show or a movie, they do use tarot cards in it and dowsing. Just don't take it too seriously because it's an anime, and they're just trying to make it seem magical and crap. But yeah, just disclosure that is in there ahead of time if you don't want to watch anything with that. Oh, and if you want to see what other shows I've seen, you can see the whole list at myanimelist.net/profile/evilzombie123. Yes, everything I am is Evilzombie. I don't know how I got lucky enough to grab that screen name on everything. Love it. Okay, so a little bit of tech news now, guys. I'm actually a little bit paranoid. I'm a little bit paranoid recently. Thanks to... let me pull it up here. I've been listening to a new podcast recently. It's called here we go. The Complete Privacy and Security Podcast. And they got me paranoid. As paranoid as crap, I'm telling you. So I'm like, oh no, everything can watch me on my computer. So I started putting on key scramblers. I'm using Signal for my texting app, and I'm using Tor as my default browser in my phone. Yeah. But hey, it's secure. At least it's secure and my data is safe. So that's good. But I want to tell you about a program that I've actually been using for years, and I like the program, and it works for what I want it to. I mean, it basically helps avoid the issues of keyloggers and people stealing your information like that. It's called keyscrambler. So whatever you're seeing yourself type is going to come out normal, and whatever someone watching you with the keylogger is seeing is just scrambled mumbo jumbo. And they can't. And thanks to a new feature in the advanced options, they can't do key profiling anymore. Now, when you're typing, it varies the speed that your text is actually coming out. So, and it randomizes it. So there's no way they can just they can't figure out what you're typing or your hand patterns or anything. I love it. I mean, it's a fantastic program, and it's free. I think there is a pay version. I can't remember. I'll put it in the description, but it's a free program, and I don't need to do any disclaimers because I just like the program. Nobody told me to ask me to do anything. And another thing is new parts that came out. I'm going to try and do something new that releases every week also. The SNES Classic Edition, Super Nintendo Classic Edition, that came out like last week, right? Or beginning of this week. I think it's stupid to even want to buy that. Like, seriously. Not just for me. I actually still have my Super Nintendo in the closet here. And I have a whole row of games. Seriously, I have a lot of games for it. I love the Super Nintendo. But I also have a Raspberry Pi gaming system out there that has the Super Nintendo and all my games. I mean, the games I have are the games I like, you know? I don't need the other ones. And anyways, if you buy it, you get like 20 games unlocked. And what my friend was telling me after he bought it, he stood in line all night for it. Yeah, he's trying to find a way to unlock it so he doesn't have to buy all 200 games or whatever. He doesn't want to have to buy it because you have to unlock the rest of the games, like by purchasing them separately. Here, if you pay so much for something that plays games from the early 90s, should just have them. Nintendo's good at making their money, though, I gotta admit. Oh, and the supply and demand crap. It's like the first time, you know? Some people are out of stock instantly, some people aren't. Why is the store only getting 20 units anyways? That's ridiculous. Nintendo knows better than this. And that's the problem. They know better than this. So that becomes an issue of they are artificially creating supply and demand. Because they're a corporation. I mean, I love their content. I love the quality of everything they release. They're fantastic people, and I have no qualms with that. But they are artificially creating supply and demand with this, and I don't like to support that. I mean, I already bought the original system, so screw them. You're basically paying that much money, which will soon be inflated because supply and demand and tripled. The price of the unit will be tripled on Amazon. All the scalpers will be there. And it's just ridiculous. But they've been in this game long enough to know how to create that. All they have to do is say, oh, we didn't anticipate this many people. Yeah, you did. You did it like a year ago with the NES Classic Edition. They know what they're doing. And they have no problem with it. It's a big issue with me. I don't know. I don't like it when game companies do that. That's why everything is moving into the digital realm now, because there's no such thing as supply and demand. It's there, and it always sells well. I mean, they do summer sales and things like that on Steam, and you get things for so cheap that I don't know who eats the cost. Probably the companies I know, but they make the sales and they make the unit prices, or the units. They sell units. They sell a lot of units on Steam in summer, or every holiday. So that's a much more honest company that I believe or put money to. But Nintendo, the way they're doing this, they don't need money. They got money, trust me. They have parents in their pocket because all their games, or the majority of them, are marketed towards the younger audience. And parents like me, of course we're going to get the Wii, or the Wii U, or the Switch. I have a Wii U out there. Because we don't want our kids playing war games. or every Resident Evil or Silent Hill game. I mean, I play those, but I don't want my kids to play those. No, my kids are pretty sheltered. But, no, in all seriousness, I just don't like the way companies do that, and it bugs me, but I understand they are a corporation. Instead, you could just buy the Raspberry Pi. You just buy a Raspberry Pi computer, a case, a micro SD card, any controller that you have laying around that can plug into a USB port, and you're set, an HDMI cord. And the RetroPie operating system with emulation station running on it, it's free. The games, if you already own a copy of it, it's legal to have a backup copy on downloaded. So there's no real issue with that. You just use it as your backup console, something fries. And you've only spent $70 out the door if you spend a decent amount. I mean, I went for the newest Pi, so that's going to be like 30-something bucks just by itself. Oh yeah, enough talking about that. It was bugging me. Didn't like it. Okay, I want to talk to you guys. Well, I'm a PC gamer. For the next topic, main topics, I'm a PC gamer, and most of what I play is all on the computer. I mean, I've been playing PC games since mid-90s. I love it. That's just been how I do it. Even since Windows 95 came out, I've been playing PC games mostly. And then after I started doing that, I delved back into the older ones also, like Doom and such. But like games like Half-Life got me started on it. But I love PC gaming, and I love building my PCs. I don't like buying pre-made pieces of crap. Like back in 2006, I think that was my first custom build actually. Yeah, I bought a Hewlett-Packard, and then I tore everything out and I replaced everything inside. And I was so proud of that. But I was young. I was stupid. I wasn't that young. That was like the year. Oh no, 2003. Yeah, I built it for the upcoming Doom 3 game. Yeah, I was. I don't know. I think I was like a sophomore or something. I think I was a sophomore. High school. But yeah, guys, I've been a PC gamer all my life. Love it, and I'm into building stuff. And I was looking at new processors recently. I'm not going to upgrade because hell no, that's an expensive price. Hell no. But I do like to look at the parts and see what's out there, see what we're capable of nowadays. And holy hell. I mean, we've really come quite far compared to what we were just a few years ago. A few years ago, I caught an i7, a 3820 i7 processor, and the thing's a beast. It handles everything I throw at it. I love it. But now Intel released the i9X series. It's the i9X 7960X. Long name. It has 18 physical cores, guys. And Intel does hyper-threading, so you're actually getting 36 hyper-threaded cores. I mean, I'm going to read the specs a little bit. It operates at 165 watts, so it doesn't get too hot. Each core is at 2.8 gigahertz. That's a little bit under what I would prefer. But you can overclock. So get a better liquid cooling system, overclock it, and you'll have fast as hell 18 cores. I don't know what you would need that for unless you're doing a lot of rendering. I mean a lot of rendering. Lots. You don't need a server anymore. The downside is it's $1,700. Sorry for that. Yeah, downside is it's $1,700 to get that processor. That's just ridiculous. That pulls it right outside the mainstream already. I'm sorry, my throat is clogged. Please allow me to drink some water real quick. I have my water right here. I have my gallon jug that I drink every day. If you didn't see that, I drink 1 gallon of water every day. I don't know why I'm so clogged today. Allergies are terrible. Okay, I'm done doing that. But yeah, that's $1,700 freaking dollars. I would probably prefer just to go to the AMD because they have better. No, the hardware's faster. They're pretty close on the specs, and it's like $700 less. AMD released the Ryzen Threadripper recently. The 1950X has 16 cores, and they learned how to do hyper-threading. They've never done hyper-threading. I mean, for the past several years, they kept on just adding more cores and not doing hyper-threading at all, and it sucked. It was just weaker overall. You get like twice the performance when you start doing hyper-threading. They finally started doing it. So they have 32 threads in this. But it does operate at 180 watts, so it actually will run a bit hotter. It'll be warmer, but you just need a liquid cooling system, and you should be good with that. Well, instead of the 2.8 that the Intel has, this operates at 4 gigahertz by default. Can you imagine overclocking that with a good cooling system up to 5 gigahertz? Oh, I mean that's just, yeah, that's just happy. That just makes my pants happy, guys. I'm telling you, I like overclocking. And yeah, it's only 1,000. I mean, I can't believe I just said only 1,000. I haven't actually seen $1,000 in who knows how long. But no, it's just ridiculous because that's just so much performance. And then the video cards nowadays, ridiculous. They're so powerful. I mean, what the heck? I mean, if you have like 3 4K screens and a VR headset, then you'll probably use the whole potential. Right now, I have a 1080p screen, and I'm happy with it. It's clear enough for what I need it for. I mean, I just do basic PC gaming. I'm not a complete enthusiast for supreme screen quality to the point where I would want to spend more than $300 on a monitor. No, instead, I just got a bigger monitor. I'm using a 43-inch. It's actually about this wide. No, but I don't... No, some of those video cards, like when you get up to the $500 range for like the 1080 for the 1080 series, then it's just ridiculously powerful. Sorry. At that point, it's just you have so much power in the video card. You have like 8 gigs of RAM, right? Was it 8 gigs of DDR5 RAM? You can run anything on it all at once, and I'm already maxing out every game I have at 1080p on the monitor I have. I have 32 gigs of RAM, and it just runs everything. With that much power is just retardedly awesome. I mean, who actually needs that? We're not going to need anything like that for another, I don't know, 5 years. The way things are going. I mean, VR is not taking huge leaps and bounds every single day, and it's not affordable yet. The cheapest VR headsets that are worth looking at would be the Oculus and HTC Vive and the from Razer. What was the one from Razer? There was one that was more open sourced. I can't remember what it was called. I'll try and remember that if I can later. But there's those 3, and they require such good hardware in them that only higher than mid-range and up can afford it. Mid-range and low-range can't even bother with it, can't even touch it. But it's like $500 is minimum you need. And then you want to touch. Oh no, I think Oculus comes with touch, but those you require like a 970 video card and up. And it's just expensive. It's too much money. Most of us make minimum wage. That's how we live, you know? Like from YouTube, nobody makes money from YouTube. I make about $3 a month. That's about it from this. It's enough to pay for like a humble bundle and then get some more games to play for you guys. That's about all it covers. The day job, though, is like, no. Maybe an IT guy, but I make minimum wage. So yeah, there's that. But no, seriously, it's just so much power. I love it. I would like to try like a good VR set someday. Like what was it? The HTC Vive. That would be the dream. I'm a big fan of VR. I mean, even before these were a thing, I had already turned my phone into a VR viewer with just a cardboard thing that I made, and it worked well. I used like a basic theater app. I made some stuff, and it worked pretty well. I enjoyed it. But the advancement levels that we've had recently, thanks to major companies having such vast budgets and loving money, like Facebook buying out Oculus. Yeah, well, that was a bit of a shock also. We need Disneyland to buy out Facebook, then Facebook can stop, because we trust Disney, right? The monopoly. I'm sorry, I go on about these companies, because I don't like companies. They bug me. I don't like listening to companies, or their manufactured inflation techniques and all that. But, basically, Where was I? Crap. Oh, it's just so expensive for the VR. I don't even think it's really worth looking at, even though it's so awesome, until the mainstream of hardware, like the mid-range group, can access it. It's not even worth looking at until the mid-range people can look at it, because it's just a high-end privilege at this point. And you require such good hardware to get it to run, and it costs like $800 or so for the Vive, $700 or $800, and it's just a lot of money. I mean, they understand it's a lot of money, but they're going to force people to do it anyways. Just because minimum wage went up 50 cents this year, or at least in California. I'm not sure what it is everywhere else in the country. It's different everywhere. So, but no, it's just ridiculous. Anyways, guys, we're going to end this here. I hope you enjoyed watching. I just wanted to remind you to... I don't get any real comments or questions at the moment. It's always that much to answer. But if you want, you can leave messages in the comments. I check everything very often, and I do respond. I check my comments always. I basically live on the YouTube Creators app. Seriously. Yeah, I live on that app. If you're watching this on YouTube, press that like button so I know if it was good or not. Leave a comment, talk to me a little bit. I read it all the time. I love that. I mean, the highlight of my day is when I get a comment, literally. As long as it's not someone saying, hey, go check out this other page, or hey, check out this product, or blah, blah, blah. No, I don't like spamming, though. But yeah, also go check out, if you're listening on iTunes, or if you're listening on SoundCloud, or a media catcher like that, then just leave a rating on there, however well you thought I did. You know, the star rating, and then leave a couple word comment. It helps me out also. I want to know what you guys think, if you like the quality, if you think I should change anything. It's something I'm getting used to, and I want to better format. I want to make something that's fit for PC gamers, otaku. I'm an otaku, I'm a geek. Just something that feels comfortable for you guys. So talk to me, give me some suggestions. I'm going to try. It's still in the forming phases. This is only episode 2, seriously. Anyways, guys, have a good one. I'll see you later.